Guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a July wrap-up. This is going to be a short video. Let's get into the video. For the month of July, I read 3 books and it was a pretty great month. The first book I read for the month of July is, already I have done a review on this book, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I think no one in this world wouldn't be knowing what this book is. But anyways, even if you don't know what this book is about, it is about 2 cancer patients named Augustus Waters and Hazel Grace. They both meet in a cancer support group, and from that the story starts. Hazel Grace is kind of a girl who's like done with the shit life has thrown at her kind of a person, and when she meets Augustus, like her whole life changes. Augustus is someone, like, even if he thinks like his life is hopeless, still he wants to achieve something in life. Still he wants his name to be carved in the rocks of this world so that it doesn't fade away. The story about their friendship, their life struggle. And even though we know that this story is going to end in a tragedy, still we buckle up our seatbelts in an emotional roller coaster ride. So I rated this book a 4.7 stars, a 4.7 out of 5. I guess the pacing was good in this book. Like that was not even a single like draggy pace in this book. So yeah. So the second book I read for the month of July is Gun Island by Amitav Ghosh. I have heard like mixed opinion about this book, but this book, I bought this book only for its cover. Like, I seriously mean this. Like, when I first saw this book cover, I instantly fell in love with it and I seriously wanted to buy it, and I bought it. And when I read the reviews, like, there were like a lot of negative reviews, and I was like, but it happens, it happens. So that's how I picked up this book. But still, even though this book had this element to put me in a reading slump, still I read it, and it really put me in a reading slump. So I stopped reading this book like by I think 2 chapters. In 2 chapters I would have completed this book. This book contained like 21 chapters, and I think I stopped half of like 19th chapter and I stopped it. I can't finish this book. So still it counts, I read like till the 2 chapters before the end of this book, so it really counts. If you don't know, this is a book about a man named Dean, and he's going to enter his 50s, and he's currently living in America. And because of his friend's wedding or relative's wedding, he returned to India, his hometown Bengal. There he meets his friend Neelima after a long time, and she is 80 years old and she's quite sick, because of which she has certain things to do but she can't because of her sick. So she tells Dean to visit this place. It is a temple in West Bengal, and it is a temple of Manasa Devi. She is the goddess of snakes, and that's quite intriguing. It's kind of a very paranormal kind of a story, and also the writing was good, but I just didn't know the purpose of the story. Dean, after knowing about this temple and stuff, he just rejects the offer that Neelima has made. But then after a lot of thinking, he agrees and he goes to that temple. And I just don't know. I don't even know why Neelima told Dean to go there. Like, there were a lot of things which were so illogical. And the story seriously didn't go anywhere. After he, goes to that temple, and when he returns back to America, a lot of creepy things happens to him. He sees snake, and then he sees some, spiders and insects. And these are all the creatures which is ruled by Manasa Devi. And I don't know, creepy stuff happened to him, and he just tries to find out why those things happens to him so that he can have a peace of mind. And that is all the story. Like, this story, it sounds like it has a lot of potential, but after all, he doesn't find out anything. Through the end of the book, it all the part till the end, like, it really didn't make any sense. And I rated this book 2.5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, moving on to the next book I read for the month of July, The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. Oh God, I feel like everybody would have heard about this book at least once in their lifetime, and I am so happy that I read this book. This book takes place in 1970 in Afghanistan. So it takes place in 1970, so it's obviously history. but it's a coming of age kind of a story. And if you don't know, I really hate history for some reason, but this book took history to the next level because this is a coming of age story, right? Like the first half of this book takes place in 1970s, and the second half of the book takes place in 2000. So there is a lot of like reminiscing and nostalgic kind of feel, at the end of this book. So anyways, moving on to the story of this book. It is a story about the friendship between two boys called Amir's family, and Hassan is also a servant in Amir's house. They both are best friends. Even though Hassan is from a community which is like so looked down upon during 1970s in Afghanistan, still he's a very brave boy, and Amir is like the total opposite of it. He's sad, and they both are 12 years old, and Amir is really envious of Hassan's braveness. And by this time, you would have known that Amir is well educated and literate and has never went to school. Because of this, Amir takes the upper hand and always mocks and makes fun of Hassan by telling him to pronounce big and difficult English words. So these are the characters we see in this book. But after one big event happened in both of these boys' life, literally changes their life upside down. And at the same time, Afghanistan is also invaded by the Russians, and war takes place at that time, because of which Amir and his father had to fly to America. And after that, did Amir return back to Afghanistan, and whether did he meet Hassan after that? And is Afghanistan really the same way it is now when it was when he was growing up? Is the story. This is a very beautiful story about the mistakes Amir has done during his childhood, the sins he has committed, and now as an adult searches for redemption. He just wanted to get out of his guilt and seek forgiveness. It is a beautiful art about friendships, love, relationships, family, brotherhood, and a lot. This is seriously a highly, highly recommended book. This book is seriously worth the hype. If you have never read this book, you're really missing something. I mean this. So anyway, I rated this book a 4.75 out of 5 stars. I really love this book, but I didn't rate it a 5 out of 5 stars because there were parts where Hassan was not included in the second half of the story, and I was like literally waiting for his parts, because after Amir flew to America, like there was no mention of like what happened in Afghanistan after that. Like after, like only in the climax it is shown. So I was like really waiting for Hassan's part. I was like really waiting for like really what happened to him. Is he well and good? Is he alive, or what just happened to him? After he flew to America, like it became kind of draggy for me, till the end. So that's why I rated the 4.75. These are the book I read for the month of July, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below about what you feel about these books. So until then, bye from the Rainbow Reader.